I'm Brittany Knupper with Nerds and Beyond. How are you guys doing today?
Good,
Really good,
good. Hey,
Brittany.
nice meeting you.
Oh.
I think she froze.
Yes, a little are we all unfrozen?
No,
All
I'm
good?
I'm I'm here.
Okay, great.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Awesome. So I guess first question is for Edson. I
Mhm.
was wondering if you would talk a bit about the set design and specifically the moments, the final moments that Will and Kyo create for the souls, because
Uh-huh.
they felt so much like a play, and the sort of
Yeah,
simple artifices that are used
yeah,
like help spur the imagination and like the leap of
yeah,
faith that the soul and the audience need. And so I was wondering if you
yeah.
talk about why that feeling was so important for you to capture.
Yeah, no, thanks for asking that question. Is that it's just I want it to look like a play, but almost like a children's play that they try really hard, with everything they won't have like all the resources around them because but they will get like like some fabric there, some things, but the intention is even like more uh, the intention is better than even the final result, in a sense that it's all about the effort they put into it. So I wanted this kind of childish feeling, and that would evoke as well this kind of a nostalgic and almost like a naive feeling towards. If it was too perfect, I think it wouldn't work because you need that kind of naive feeling attached to it.
Awesome, yeah.
Mhm.
And it's funny. I was thinking a lot about the relationship between Will and Kyo because Kyo is like a foil for Will in a lot of ways. And so I was wondering, Ben, if you talk about that sort of the importance of him to sort of bring the fun and the joy and some of the levity and sort of his sort of function in the story and for Will's journey.
Yeah, I mean, well, I like to think of Kyo, he's the hope, the optimist, though, he's never been alive, but he's still yeah, a romantic to life, and he lives through these screens vicariously through everyone. He wants to be at the wedding, he loves seeing whoever's eating, how many pizzas they're having, or he wants to know about everyone's business, but yet there's he is that foil, he is that devil's advocate, the conscience, because there's a real deep frustration because and heartbreak because he's seen Will live through the screens, and now he's with him now already, and as he's trying to pull him out of his own personal darkness, so but the levity, yeah, I guess, yeah, I guess the audience sees that. I don't.
But it comes from you too, right, Benny? All this
Right.
kindness and levity
Yeah.
you bring through.
Well, I was really curious also because he's sort of mysterious, like Will used to be alive, these other souls are possibly going to be alive, but Kyo's not really that. He's sort of this like omnipresent figure, and it almost felt like is he the sort of stand-in, I don't know, for God or for like the larger like universe that is like maybe will guide
Oh.
him through. And I was wondering
Mm.
if you guys would maybe talk
Uh,
a bit. Or
I personally
what your structure or what you were thinking of when you wrote him.
that I can't answer that question. I think like because if I answer it, like people are gonna thought he is or he's not. So I think it's just like people
But
people can
I,
come with their interpretation. But yeah, what do you think, Benny? You can answer it. Yeah.
well, no, I can't answer it. I mean, like, what is interesting is like it's so ambiguous as an audience member, and it's interesting that
Mhm.
how that reflects on you and what you're thinking. But
Yeah.
in a way, it's like he goes off at night and he wanders at night, and as we see, what we see are wandering lost souls around as well. So, take that for what you will,
Yeah.
but I think that's the key thing is about this piece as well is we do want audience members to ask questions themselves
Yeah.
and answer them themselves as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Edson, I was wondering because I was reading that the character of Will was inspired a lot by your uncle, and I
Yeah.
was wondering how it was for your family to sort of see this version or this homage to him on the big screen and what it was like sharing that moment with them.
Yeah, it's interesting. My mom actually, who is my uncle's sister, she actually didn't watch the movie yet because it's
Oh,
not in
okay.
Portuguese. but she's very, I think for her, I wouldn't say happy is the word, but so interesting that happened because at the time she she heard so many things, mean things that people would say about my uncle, and just by knowing that his memory somehow inspired me to create the movie that now is going to be released here and in all over the world. I think it felt very special to her to just so yeah, but she still needs to watch the movie actually. Yeah.
Uh, I was also curious. This back to the idea of like these final moments. For you two, what would your final moment that you would want to experience be before Oblivion?
Oh, Benny, do you have a
Not yet. Hang on. How about you? Um, I think final moment is just to have everyone who I've ever loved be in the room and to be in to feel their love again, you as a final moment.
yeah?
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of similar too. It's very simple, like with my family and close friends, and just be with them. I think that will be.
You know the type of people who are your people.
Yeah.
There's a frequency.
Yeah.
There's you resonate with them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you feel it. You feel it in your gut. You just know.
Yeah.
And that's who you want to be with. All your people. They're the people that lift you.
It's
And
interesting.
yeah, go on. Sorry, Edson.
No, it's interesting. Even after the pandemic, you kind of know even better now. I know even better, like the people that after we didn't. Now that we live in the second phase of the. I don't know, but I'm just It's just now I kind of know better, which people I love to be in that room with me.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I guess one final question, if I can squeeze it in. I was also reading that sort of being on the set, the sort of house within the warehouse, could be like a little bit disorienting, maybe. And I was wondering if there was any sort of humorous moments that maybe arose from being in that sort of space for long periods of time.
Oh, do you remember anything, Benny?
No, well, you couldn't get through the thick treacle that Winston Duke was emanating.
Yeah.
And
If you're having fun, you feel If you're having fun, you feel guilty. Like, oh no, I couldn't be having fun. This guy is just suffering. All the way through. It's just like it was.
Yeah, you need the big, huge knife to slice through the paint. When they saw all the crew were going, here he is, Levity, come over here.
I remember when you playing the guitar at some point, the Mikey scene, you would just like stay around and like doing things like that. And, there's some moments,
Yeah. I mean, like, there was I guess what was fantastic about this is like, everyone descended to Utah. We flew away from thousands of miles and to tell this story as well. And like to have just 24 days to tell this story and to have Edson lead us this way with an amazing cast, and crew. And just that there was one day where we actually all had off. And even as a cast and a crew, we all came together and created the most wonderful sort of barbecue.
Yeah.
This, someone kindly, is it Michaela? Michaela kindly, opened up her house.
And Mark Stevens, he was great, like doing all those,
One of the producers did the barbecue. Who was the producer that was
Mark Stevens?
Yeah, Mark Stevens.
Mark, yeah.
This kind of really slow South American barbecue.
Yeah, that was good.
Music, and it was just like we all came together, and even us coming together on our one day off, we tried to make the best of it, and I think that said that something a lot about us as a crew. You know,
Yeah.
we all tried to come with the best of it, and you know, I'm proud to stand alongside with everyone with this movie, and you know, in the hope, you know, that it reaches its far-reaching. You know.
Awesome. Well,
Thanks,
thank you.
Brittany. We are going to have to wrap up now.
Oh, yes. Yes. I was about to say thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Brittany.